Sonnies, good to hear from Jenna from Great Expectations. As I say every single morning, you gotta get with Hastings Main Street for your potatogram. This is the coolest Valentine's Day idea. I say it every single day.
And I think the 13th is the last day to order it. So what is that, next week? Can you believe that's next week?
Oh my gosh, it's the 3rd today. I know. So it says, I like big spuds and I cannot lie. Super cute. Could you imagine getting this Valentine's Day?
And you can also make your own saying up.
Yeah, you can. And they have some templates there for you too.
Yes.
But that's amazing. And I think that Hastings Main Street is amazing too. So it's a great fundraiser. Speaking of amazing, she's a familiar face to the Sunny TV family and a powerhouse in our community, helping turn dreams of home ownership into reality. Please welcome back Malinda Everson, Executive Director of Habitat for Humanity, to tell us why March, this women's build is coming up in March, and why this is so important to be a part of. Malinda, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I have to tell you, you look phenomenal in red.
Grace.
Thank you.
I mean, literally, she walked into the room, and I thought, Grit and Grace right there.
And then she sat down, and I was like, girl, you look like she's like a $1,000 movie star.
Absolutely.
You guys
Absolutely.
are so nice.
So let's jump into, let's give everybody just a quick warm up on Habitat for Humanity St. John's and why it's such a vital thing for people right now.
We build workforce housing. So we are building for, the guy working at Publix or the lady working at the bank or, your firefighters. We build quality homes, brand new homes that are affordable in this community, which is a rare thing.
Yes, absolutely. Super rare. And you've created incredible little communities and villages. I'm thinking of Volusia Woods because that's obviously close to my heart. It's close to my house. What a special moment for Habitat to really, really launch a community with small homes, modern homes, and really giving people opportunities.
These homeowners really support one another. As part of the program, they have to do sweat equity hours. So they're helping to build one another's homes. They get to know each other. They look out for each other. And there's definitely a bond within that community.
Yeah.
And it's hugely important.
Yeah. And how are they? The neighbors, all bonding with each other and really kind of making that a good camaraderie moment?
They are. I've heard no complaints. I'm sure they probably have little things, but no, they all talk really highly of one another. They look after one another. It is a true community.
That's special. That's really special. How did that all come about? Because I know Habitat for Humanity St. John's has been around for many, many years, but there seemed to be a boom, and maybe that was when you became executive director to really see the vision of how to really get affordable housing to the people.
Well, that relates to the need. There's a huge need for affordable housing in this community. As you know, the median cost of a home is in the $500,000s.
Yeah.
And if you're earning $60,000, $70,000 a year, you just can't do it. You cannot swing it.
Yes.
And commuting in and out, if you have a family, that is just such a burden. You're driving an hour to work. You're driving into St. Johns County, which I think there's about 40,000 people driving into this county every day.
True.
There's less time with your family. There's less time to spend exercising, working on your own health. There's, just to operate as a human being. It's a burden to have to commute a long time every day.
One of my favorite facets behind the organization is sweat equity, because you really kind of get that home ownership, that pride in their house, because they put in the hours to help build these homes, and they can see the brothers and sisters and the neighbors in the community also rally around them too to help build a structure. You talk about that. That's so vital.
It really is vital. There's such an ownership, not just the financial part, but there's an ownership in putting your house together, and our homeowners stay in those homes.
Yeah.
I think affordability is a key factor, but also you built that house. You put up the walls, you painted it, you put love into that house, and so did other people. They loved it with you. And 78% of our homeowners are still in their houses after 30 years.
Oh, wow.
That's unusual across the board.
Now, let me ask you a question, Miss Linda. So if there is a group, is there an age limit on the volunteers?
That's a good question.
You have to be 18. You can come out when you're 16 with an adult.
Okay, perfect.
That's cool. And also, can you talk about the process of the home? Because that can still be intimidating, especially since you look at the market and you just said the median price is $500,000.
Ridiculous, yeah.
It is. And that's intimidating for anybody that's making, 40, 50, even in the 30s, thousands of dollars for their salary a year. But talk about that application process and how you walk them through to confidence.
Well, we have a designated person on staff just to do that.
Awesome.
So it makes it a lot easier. You apply. You can apply online. You can come in and apply with paper if that's how you need to do it. And we walk you through the whole process. And it's rigorous. You're applying for a mortgage. But you also have somebody to hold your hand. And then we have a mentor program. We have volunteers who mentor you through the whole process. So you can call and ask them questions. What do I need to be doing here? How do I do this? And they'll mentor you for up to 6 months after you buy the house.
Wow.
An important part of this program, too, is education. We want to set our homeowners up for success. So they do, it's required. They have to do a couple of classes on budget, finance, and,
Awesome.
we just want to see them succeed.
I
Yeah.
love that. To be honest, I think everybody could use a budget class.
1,000,000%.
I recently found out, because at the gym where I coach its own cheer, we have, kids in high school, all ages, from 4 to 18, right? So I asked them, I said, do any of you, the high school kids, I said, do any of you take, is there a financial literacy class? One girl, she goes to, I think, Bartram Trail High School, and she was like, yeah, I take one. I'm like, so what are you learning? She goes, I'm learning I don't want to be an adult.
Exactly. That's the truth.
So funny.
It's so much to worry about. But yeah, I think that's really great to be able to have people to go in and they have somebody to guide them through the process, which I think is so important. Do they have to be first-time homeowners, or could they be retired and maybe starting another next chapter in life? What does that look like?
They don't have to be first-time home buyers. A lot of our homeowners are single people. We do have some families, married couples, but a lot of our homeowners are single, and thus they need the help to getting into a home because they have a single income family a lot of times. We have so many stories, so many awesome stories of our families working so
tell us.
hard.
Tell us the
Yeah, I would
stories.
love a testimonial. Yeah.
One of my favorites is a recent homeowner where she is the first time homeowner in her family.
Oh, wow.
that is so special.
Yeah. She's in her mid-30s, and she does amazing work in this community, and she has an impact in this community, and I'm just so proud of her. She has a couple kids, and she's rocking it.
I love that.
So did she find out resources from whatever she does that find out about Habitat? How do you guys get the word out?
Yeah, there's not enough. There's so many misconceptions about what we do. So we try to get out in the community as much as possible, but there's misconceptions about we give homes away. We do not.
Yeah,
we do
true.
not.
Yeah.
Our homeowners buy their homes just like everybody else, but we provide an affordable opportunity. But we're on social media. We get out in the community and we talk. We're getting ready to actually launch a marketing campaign to let the community know that we're here for the workforce. We don't just provide low-income housing. We provide housing for moderate income people as well.
I love
Which
this.
is important because there's a stigma that that the people that of all different ranges have an opportunity here. It's not just one demographic,
Right.
what have you. So let's get into impact. You talk about March is coming up, right? And we have a really special Women's Build event. Talk about this.
I love the Women's Build. It started in 1991 by a Habitat affiliate in North Carolina. And it was with the intention of bringing women to the site to learn skills, to be less intimidated about coming out to the site where there's a bunch of men working, and also to support affordable housing. And so that tradition continues, and we are doing this March 6th and 7th. And we do cut it off at a certain level because we can't accommodate the whole
Right.
community, and we want to be safe out there. But it's a fun event too. You can come out and just volunteer for half of a day, and we have lunch and breakfast and coffee, and it's just we are also building camaraderie in the community. People get to know each other and network.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Mel, have you ever done a Habitat Build?
No, but it's funny. I've been thinking about it, and I've tried to get on the calendar. I'm telling you guys, their calendar. If you want to be part of Habitat for Humanity and do a build, you got to get on that calendar fast because it fills up.
Which is
Like this.
amazing to see the community
That's
support.
huge. I love this.
Could because Mel is also a cheer coach. Could a cheer team come out? I know there'll be maybe some of them be under.
But we have coaches accompany them.
Yeah, what
adults.
does that look like? I'm thinking schools too. I don't know.
Yes, we have school groups that come out. Nice, they have a group that comes out, and there's various young, youth groups and younger groups that come out. So yeah, you just have to get a hold of Julie in advance and get that scheduled.
Yay, Julie! That's so cool.
I do think it's great because a lot of the kids these days, especially because the gym is up in the northern part of the county, northwest part of the county, I think kids these days don't realize because they're so in their phones and outfit of the day and these things. I think kids in any area don't realize what it's like. So I think it
or
would be,
learn these
yeah,
skills.
they can.
Like
'cause
I
then
did
you
a
can fix
habitat
stuff in your house.
I did a habitat build in high school, and I learned how to tile, you guys, and you know that's
You?
something major for me.
Oh, okay, you
and I
gotta-
still have pride. I'm
You gotta,
46,
you
and I'm
gotta
still
tell,
prideful.
you gotta
about
tell
that.
Jim that.
I'm very
he'll
proud.
put you to work.
But that's what Habitat does, is open up doors that I thought were completely closed, with me being clumsy and not very talented at all with anything like that. Everybody in my family knows, don't give him a hammer. But I'm just saying, but it gave me confidence to be able to say, yes, I can do that. And that's what these builds kind of symbolize, right?
Definitely. I learned how to use a nail gun and
Yeah.
hang siding. I've learned to do some things out of the site. And
I
it
like
does
the
build
nail
confidence.
gun.
Now I'm like, I could probably fix that at my house. Let me look it up on YouTube. And so
Yep.
it does give you the confidence to know you can, that it's not just reserved for,
Right.
the guys or
Yeah.
somebody in the community who you have to pay.
So do you have a teacher on site to show everybody how to like do things
They're called
properly?
a project manager.
Is that what
David.
it is? Okay, great. Thank you, buzzword.
We do have site supervisors.
Okay,
and
great.
we have some of our board members are going to come out during the Women Build and be site supervisors as well, just to make sure everybody knows what's going on.
And nobody
they're
puts a
safe.
nail through their foot. Sign the waiver.
So there is the women's build. Is there a particular community that you're going to be working on during this build? Is it Volusia Woods, or is it something else you guys are working on too?
We're working on Volusia Woods right now. We're
Okay.
going to close that out. And then we have a couple other projects coming up as well.
How's that looking at Volusia Woods? How many more do you have to close out?
Oh, well, to close the houses, it's probably going to be late summer, early fall to close on all the houses. But they're all framed right now.
It's incredible.
Oh, wow.
It's so beautiful too.
Thank you.
That neighborhood is so cute.
I will say it is so cute because
It's
they're
really
modern
cute.
homes. This isn't like Sears
No,
and
they're
Roebuck. You
nice.
ordered a
They are
catalog
very
home.
nice.
No, these are like an architect came up with the design. It really does make you feel special. And I keep saying the word community, but it's the truth. There's a really cool hub there.
It is a cool hub, and we use local contractors too. And the architect
Awesome.
is local, Brian McCloskey. He's worked for Habitat for years, and he volunteered his work forever. And he does a lot of great work in the community. And he's the one who helped design those homes. And
That's
we
awesome.
use local subcontractors as well, so we keep it local.
So, any new communities up in the future? Are you ready to talk about that, or is that under?
Yes,
Okay,
several.
Awesome. Let's talk about it.
The next one is only a couple miles from Volusia Woods at Cypress Village. It's off of Orange Street.
Okay.
That'll be 17 homes. And we have a couple out in Vermont Heights. We're going to be doing a couple more over by Volusia Woods. And then we have our big project, King's Crossing, which is going to be right over by Salomon Calhoun Center.
Oh,
Okay.
great
Yeah, it's
area.
a large piece of property we've recently purchased. It's going to be 75 homes. And that one's going to look a little bit different. We're not going to have it all the same homes and looking the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to look more probably like a typical neighborhood. I'm really excited about that project.
That is
I
cool.
love that.
These projects are massive. This is amazing. And to be able to talk about them and see them come into fruition, do you guys already have timelines, or is this just you're still working on those mechanics?
We have timelines, yes. We're getting ready to start the infrastructure probably in about 3 or 4 months at Cypress Village. And in the meantime, we'll work at those other smaller projects around town. And then we're probably 2.5 to 3 years away from King's Crossing.
Okay.
And that's going to be our major project. And I'm
That's
super
cool.
excited about that because it also has an element of maybe a passive recreational area that you could maybe do some walking, bath walks, and that kind
Love
of thing.
that.
Which I
Okay.
don't think we
Yeah,
have
awesome.
right in
No,
West
not in that
Augustine.
area.
Yeah.
No, there is one with the new condo complex that opened up off of Volusia. It's tucked away. It is a gem for a dog walk. You know where I walk my dogs.
Yes.
So yeah, it's literally in the woods right by the new Health and Wellness Center.
Love it.
It's incredible. So yeah, if we can get more of those, I'm a proponent for that. Yes. That's amazing. So let's get back to Women's Build. And let's hypothetically say, I'm Melanie, I'm driving a car, I'm pulling up. What can I expect? Am I walking right into breakfast, or am I walking right in with some duct tape and a tube of chapstick?
So we will be set up in one of the houses. So if it's chilly, you can come in and stay warm for a little bit. We'll have coffee and donuts, and then we'll give a safety speech. We have a site supervisor there
Awesome.
who gives a safety speech before every shift. And then you'll get to work. I think there's going to be a lot of painting and things like that going on. We have a lot of painting to do on these houses.
I like painting.
Oh,
She
good.
had, yeah, she did mine with a
I'm
lot of
not-
wine,
I'm
Malinda.
I'm not the best at it, but I
She
like to do it.
started beautifully,
But then-
and then we got really organic in the end. Like, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. I kept every paint splatter because
I'm like,
I just don't ever
I'm like,
forget
I'll
that
send
moment.
my husband to fix it. He's like, I like it. I'm
So
like,
you're looking for accuracy. We get it. A lot of painting that day.
No wine that morning, sorry.
That's awesome. So what else can people expect on that day? Say I'm going for the whole day. Can I move different jobs? Like maybe I'm a painter for a couple hours, then I move to something else?
Yeah, for
Cool.
sure. For sure. You just go ask them and tell them you want to do something different. And
Nice.
I'm bored. Give me something else.
That's nice. Well, I didn't know if that would be disrespectful or anything because Melinda's here to set it straight. So I'm
That's
just
a
making
good
sure.
question.
Yeah. So who benefits from these homes? Are you specifically only thinking women because women are building it, or is that just basically it's still open in general?
It's still open in general, and not all of the houses that we're building right now are assigned to a homeowner. We have people still applying right now, so you could be working on a family home, you could be working on a single person's home. Yeah, it's not just for women.
That's awesome. Are there any specific women's groups that come out, like maybe the Women's Exchange from Pena Peck House, or?
Ooh, I don't recall. This is a Julie question.
That's okay, but that's great because I'm just thinking like other women out there that could really rally.
Absolutely.
Because I'm thinking you, Jess.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm really kind of thinking.
My wheels are turning that.
Me too.
I feel like for the gem, this would be a great way because we have so many great parents in our program.
Yeah.
That this would be great. And we could also turn it into a competition, team versus team within the gym. Whoever gets the most people
to
to sign up
volunteer.
and volunteer, we'll throw them like these kids love
Little
like
pizza party.
pizza party, ice cream parties. Like they will do it for like you can have a candy party. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think this would be interesting.
So exciting. So if someone's watching right now and feeling like they need a little nudge to get involved, what would you say to them through the screen?
Step out of your normal routine. Come meet some new people. Do something new. Help somebody.
Yes. Yeah. And really see the future with home ownership and what that really can do for an entire community. Because you really have changed that trajectory in that neighborhood to warmth and caring, and it's really been an amazing journey. Because at first, I was a little bit like, man, all my trees are getting knocked down.
Yeah.
But look at what those trees represented was all of these beautiful homes for these beautiful
Oh, so
people
I
to
got a
have
question
this
that brings up
opportunity.
the point. So like when builders build these big neighborhoods, right?
Mm.
They have like the tree tax where they have to, if they pull out a tree, they have to plant X amount of trees. Like you guys do that too, right?
Yes,
See,
we're
there we go.
required to do everything the other builders are required to do
See,
as
well,
well.
and that's the thing too. I think it's important because I don't think people realize like you guys have to follow the same guidelines, you know?
Yeah, right.
So
right.
I think that's important.
It's a
for
good
people.
question, yeah.
That listen, they will hang with any of these large builders, and if you're a large builder out there, get in touch with them,
Yeah.
help them.
Super
Yes.
important to make sure
There's
that
my
we.
call to action.
Because honestly, like Melinda said earlier, it's really hard to own a house these days. And this is such an incredible opportunity. I love that, you don't just turn people away that might not be qualified. You actually show them the path on how to get qualified. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, we do. We can refer them out into the community to get their credit in order, or to get their debt to income ratio. We give them the tools. We don't want to just say no. We want to say maybe later.
Yeah.
If they're not quite ready yet, because
Yeah.
we want to set them up for success.
So
Yeah.
now with the education program you guys provide, I think this is amazing. Like I wish there was more of this. Say somebody may not be getting a house for Habitat for Humanity, but they want access to the educational tools you guys use. Is that an option for people?
Yes. So St. Johns County has been an incredible partner for us, and they do the education portion.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
And
We
because
love them.
sometimes they
Good.
provide down payment assistance, and they've also helped us with building Volusia Woods. They've given us grant monies back from the ARPA dollars,
Mm-hmm.
and so they've been an amazing partner for us. So we refer them over to St. Johns County,
Okay.
and their housing counselors get them in order, get their finances in order, or help them to get in order.
Because that was
I
one of
love
my
that.
questions to make sure, because they see that it is a need, which is important to
Yes.
get that partnership to keep that going. Because yes, you have these major projects going on, but there's still a need, even in the northern part of our county too. Do you have anything there? Have you ever researched that area? Does that need a habitat moment up there?
That's a tough one because I don't know if it's appropriate to build a $260,000 house in an area where they're building $600,000 homes.
Correct.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
so that's kind of tough. And
So you look at that, making sure
Yeah.
that the demographic fits. Okay,
For
I understand.
sure.
Okay, yeah, amazing. Flagler Heights, I guess, would be another one that obviously there's affordable housing needs over in that neck of the woods. Oh my gosh, Melinda, thank you so much for today.
my
What do you
pleasure.
see the future with Habitat? Is there any call to action that you need the community to rally now?
yes, just get involved and advocate. That's a big thing. We need all the support we can get to keep this engine moving, to grow. We used to build 4 or 5 houses a year, and we're building 20 now. And that's a big engine. And I
amazing.
have an incredible team, but we just need more people to know what we do, to support us, to come out and volunteer, to donate, to talk to the officials that are in power, about our organization and the work that we're doing.
I think it's a great
God.
corporate team bonding moment too, to be able to say, hey, we're going to work until noon today, but everybody shut your computers down. Let's go over and finish a build.
I'll tell you, I think just the opportunity that you guys are showing everybody, like you can own a home.
I think that's so
That
special.
is huge
Melanie,
because-
if somebody walked up to
Oh my
you
God.
back in your Concouse days, if somebody walked up to you and said, girl, you can own a
And I would
home.
have been like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go have another Goombay smash.
Right,
Or I
exactly.
think you need one because you've been drinking.
Right, because but that, exactly,
This is
it was like,
huge.
and this is now it's in
But
people's
think about
grasp.
how many people, it's such a far off goal that they're like, I'm never going to reach it. But contact Habitat for Humanity, you guys. And Malinda, if they want to, because they see you on the show, if they feel like, I want to talk to her, are you accessible to the community for them to talk to you?
Yes. Yeah, you can call my office, and if I'm not there, leave me a voicemail. I'll call you back. I definitely will, and then we can walk through it, and I can, let you talk to the right person in the office to hold your hand and get you where you need to go. And it really changes the trajectory of people's lives.
Yeah.
People don't really understand the impact, the significant impact of that families with children and people who are literally living in their
Like
vehicles.
retirees.
and
Yeah.
Retirees, that they finally have an affordable option. They're not paying, $2,200 a month in rent.
Right,
It,
yeah.
It really changes lives.
Absolutely.
Oh my
And
goodness.
so if there's sunnies out there, if there's some sunny honeys, some sunny
Yeah.
ladies out there that want to sign up for the Women's Build, should I just put the link in comments for Habitat for Humanity and they can
Yes.
contact you guys through there?
That would be great. And they can also call Julie.
Yay, Julie. We love Julie.
No,
I'll
we
tag
love
her right
Julie.
now. You guys are amazing for everybody that supports in our community, Habitat for Humanity. Melinda, thank you so much for your time today.
My
This has been so
pleasure.
special. Guys, we have to rally. Habitat for Humanity. It's so amazing. Right, Mel?
I love it. You guys, I'm going to do a call to action again.
Yeah.
If you have any type of skills, like with building, painting, anything, even if you don't have any skills, get your girlfriends together. Instead of going day drinking, get your girlfriends together. Go build something for someone else.
Yeah.
And if you're a builder out there or a subcontractor and you know how to do framing, tile, AC, HVAC, electrical, all of that, if you know how to do any of it,
You get it, girl.
get in touch with Malinda and get on the schedule, and let's see how much more we can do.
I love it. Folks, we're going to take a quick break with Maritime Creative and Flashes and Brilliance.